Here it is. I'm here, corner of Christopher Columbus Boulevard and Noble Street. And this is the very first scene that you see in the montage from the original Rocky, where Rocky is carrying bricks and pumping the bricks in the air. Bum, 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 bum. So nowadays you can see the Philly skyline from here. And what happens, this is really cool, Rocky's running, I guess the camera guy's right about here-ish. Rocky's running there. This was all a train junkyard, and there used to be an L train that ran here. I guess got knocked down. And Rocky was running this way towards the camera with the bricks. Bum, 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 bum. Camera follows him this way. There used to be train tracks here. There are no more. And he runs this way out on the Noble Street towards that way. And in the movie, you do see the corner of this building right here. You see the corner of the building, and he runs out. Bum, 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 bum. So that's really cool. So that's where it is. And nowadays, there's this American flag mural here. We used to pass this. I have vivid memories of when I was a teenager. We would pass this American flag mural when my dad would drive us home on Christopher Columbus Boulevard. We'd drive right past it. I remember leaving the city, and I would look at this, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was an actual gigantic flag. I had no idea it was a mural, because from back there, it really looks pretty real. Which I guess it's designed to look real. So, very cool. So I've never actually got out and stood here. And yeah, this is where it all began. The very first montage from the first Rocky movie. So that's pretty cool. And of course in the movie you can see the Ben Franklin Bridge in the background. There's so many trees though here in the summer you can barely see it. But there it is. And as the camera pans out, you see the trains go that way, and it goes that way, you can see the bridge more, but you really can't see it in the summer. So if you were to come here in the winter, just like when they filmed it in January, I think, maybe February 1976, 76, yeah. But yeah, so I will get a picture. Oh look, those are the bricks that Rocky actually carried. Unlikely, but you never know. There are 2 bricks there. That's how many he was holding. So, this off. Gotta get a selfie. One. Yeah, right about like that. So yeah, pretty cool. That is really neat. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, in the movie you can clearly see this looked just like this. There's a little bit of white powder kind of looking stuff on this part of the building. So that's pretty cool. Same building. Now, what was here in the movie, I think, has also changed. I don't think those buildings were there. Maybe they were. I'd have to look at it closer, but I don't think they were. Don't really know what this place is. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, how about that? There is the Philly skyline. You can see it pretty good from here. Back then, there was no skyline other than City Hall. So yeah, absolutely awesome. Cool to be here. I'm so sweaty, I can't even see. But yeah, this would have been where Rocky walked. Obviously, there were train tracks then. Put us somewhere around here. So I did the same. I feel like there's buildings around here that look like that are right next to it. That looks familiar. So there's a crap load of parking, if I ever wanted to bring Valerie down here just to show her, there's no signs. You can probably just park and, where any of these people are parked, really. Here's a space. It's pretty cool. Wish there was some way to get over that fence, but there's signs saying violators will be prosecuted. So probably won't try to do that. Obviously there was no fence here when they filmed the Rocky movie. But yeah, all right, don't head out. Very cool. So last thing is I did notice Philadelphia Warehousing and Cold Storage Company. How about that? That is very faded. So you got Noble Street and Christopher Columbus Boulevard. So yeah, Rocky ran out in a pretty busy street here. Christopher Columbus Boulevard becomes Delaware Avenue. Cool. All right, time to head back. So long, Rock. Bum 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 bum. I gotta say though, it is pretty freaking hilarious that there really are just 2 bricks. 2 bricks sitting there. Literally, that's exactly where the montage started, and Rocky was holding 2 bricks. That's very weird. It seriously almost makes me think somebody put them there on purpose. What are the odds of that? Pretty cool. I just realized that's a big milestone for me. because I have now physically been to every single Philadelphia filming location from the Montage from the original Rocky movie. That's at the beginning, corner of Noble and Columbus. Bum, 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 bum. Then he goes to the Italian Market, which I've been to many times. He's on 9th Street, crossing Washington Street. I've been there many times. Then he goes to Kelly Drive, where I'm going to go for a run today. Then there's scenes at Mick's Gym, which was actually filmed in Los Angeles, on the inside of Mick's Gym. The outside of Mick's Gym was filmed where I just drove past at Kensington on Front Street. And then they go to Penn's Landing, right where the Mooshaloo is, at that pier there, and I've been there many, many times. And then, of course, the Rocky Steps, which I've been to many, many, many times. So I've been to every single, physically been to every single scene from that montage. Same thing with Rocky 2. The Lambert Street, his street corner where he, not a street corner, where he jumps over the railing of his apartment. And then right after that is the B Street Bridge. He runs on the train tracks. I drove there actually just a few minutes ago in Kensington. And then he goes to, what's after that? The Italian Market, again, obviously been there many times. He's running on 9th Street though, south on 9th Street, near Carpenter Street, slightly different from the first one. And then he runs on the B Street Bridge on top of it, which I just drove past in Kensington. And then he's in Fairmount Park on Kelly Drive, been there many times. And then he goes to Chestnut Street, 18th, I think it's 15th, 16th and Chestnut. Been there many times in Center City. And then he goes to Independence Hall, Independence Mall, jumps over the bench, been there many times. Then he goes to Logan Circle, past the Basilica, through Logan Circle, the Fountain, down the Ben Franklin Parkway, been there hundreds of times. And then he runs up the Rocky Steps. So, yeah, been to every single actually place of the Rocky 2 montage. That's all Philly, so very cool. Oh, and I noticed something. So I went to this location today. Let me back up a bit. You know, this is the first scene. Oops. Stop it. There we go. This is the first scene from the montage of the original Rocky. I noticed something. So obviously these train tracks are no longer here. That's the L train. But what I did notice, I didn't notice this when I went there today, but looking at Google Maps, there's the the American flag mural. So that's where Rocky ran. Look over here. If you go over here, this is Front Street. There are kind of train tracks here. I'm pretty sure the L train you're seeing there was on Front Street, right here. And that makes total sense because the L trains run all down Front Street in Kensington. Front Street you can take directly to Kensington. And I guess they must have ripped down half the L train at this part of Front Street. Eventually it picks up in Kensington. So that's probably where that is. That's probably on Front Street right there. And then, you see Rocky run. And this is where I was today. And he runs. These are train tracks there, but now the street, that's Noble Street up there. So then he basically runs, towards Christopher Columbus Boulevard. And that's the red brick building that now has the American flag mural painted up there. But I think the address is 500 North Columbus Street. So yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Fun times.